Hey guys, reviews more, back with a kitchen item. This is an as seen on TV item called Egglettes. It's basically an easy way to hard-boil eggs. And as always, if you find this review helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. It's really helpful. So these are basically silicone little egg cups that you boil. These are not microwaved as best as I can tell because I think it would just make a big explodey mess. So this is still boiling the egg, so it's not an alternative to actually water boiling. What it does is it makes the shelling process easy by basically removing the shelling process. So if you have any kind of egg that you want to make deviled eggs, probably not going to work because the shape won't be kept. This is really just for making hard-boiled eggs you slice up maybe into a salad. This is not going to give you the traditional look of like making easy deviled eggs or anything that's got to keep the shape of an egg, or you're trying to make a salad that looks pretty. It's not going to do it. But this will make hard-boiled eggs fairly simply without the mess of shelling after the fact, which can often either mess up the eggs or just takes a while, or if you're older and have arthritis, can be very difficult to shell eggs. Whereas with this, you just got to screw on and screw off two very simple silicone attachment to the lid itself. So the boiling process only takes about 10 minutes. There's a bit of a learning curve on it. The one thing I noticed was you have to make sure that water just barely touches those orange lids. If it goes much higher than that, it's going to splatter. And because they don't want these little egglet things exploding, there's a little vent hole at the top. And if it splatters too much, or there's too much boiling, or it boils too hard, that water splashes up into the hole. It makes the eggs all watery. So that's the only downside. The only real learning curve thing. Outside of that, you can do some fun stuff with this. You can make a little mix. You can make scrambled eggs out of them. You can also throw in like bacon and make an omelet out of it. Throw in some other cheese and stuff, and it'll cook it just fine. But in this demonstration, you're just going to see the four things actually being cooked inside a pot. It takes about 10 to 13 minutes to hard boil, and it gives instructions on how long to mess it up, on how long to actually boil each one of these things for soft boiling versus hard boiling. This is where I screw up because I forgot and didn't listen to one direction, which was you have to grease the inside of the silicone. So you got to use cooking spray on the inside, otherwise you get this monstrosity happening where nothing wants to come out. You got to spend a bunch of time cleaning it. They're dishwasher safe at least, so that was nice, so they clean very easy. But when you actually do it correctly, you get some butter spray in there and takes care of it, or you can use olive oil, whatever, just something to grease the inside of the silicone cups. They pop out pretty daggone easily, but they're still hot, so wait till they cool off. Let's see, they pop right off. Again, look at it. It's not the prettiest thing in the world, but if you're looking just to make hard-boiled eggs quick with less mess, you can get 4 done inside of like 10 minutes instead of waiting for the eggs to cool off, then peeling them, or possibly maybe you have older eggs that don't peel as easy, but they're still good eggs. So this is a great way to basically get eggs quickly, but again, they're not going to be pretty, and they might come out kind of wet like these do. And this was the best I could do without basically drying them off on a napkin or letting them sit on a strainer of some kind. But they came out a little bit wet. That's the biggest flaw to me, taste-wise, that they come out just a little bit wet. But they taste like hard-boiled eggs. They're cooked the same way technically. But the only real flaw I saw was they come out a little bit wet. Other than that, it's a cool product. It's about $10 at Target, and they're as seen on TV section. I think you can find it online for about the same price. And it's a neat. I'm going to keep these just because I can make hard-boiled eggs inside of 15 minutes. Normally, away from the cool down. So I kind of like this product. Not perfect, and it's not going to do the deviled egg thing very well for you, but it does a pretty decent job. So thanks for watching, and have a great day.